Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be transferring over money to our sinking funds, and I know I did one of these videos not too long ago, but a few things that has changed is I now have a Capital One 360 checking account, and the reason why I decided to open one of these is to be able to use the Zelle transfer feature, just because the way I was transferring before, it was taking about 2 to 3 days for our transfers to come over. So now what I'm doing is just transferring over a lump sum of our savings that I want to put into our individual sinking funds. And so let me show you. So here in our budget, $450 will be going into our sinking funds. And then so I ended up transferring over $500. I do want to leave a $50 cushion in there for now, and I'm going to slowly grow that. But we are going to be dividing up that 450 that I transferred over. So the very first transfer I did, I was doing individual ones just from our checking account. And yeah, so yeah, my very first transfer was on May 17th. And then yeah, so that took a few days, and I was like, well, I just wanted it to go a little bit faster just because I want everything to clear already. I don't like all the pending transactions. So I just want to be able to put it on my expense tracker right away. And yeah, so let me go ahead and just quickly go over to my budget for this paycheck. So I'm going to be transferring over to travel, Christmas, house fund, kids, and myself, or my allowance. I did go ahead and change my this used to be a school sinking fund, but I decided to just make it for kids because there's so much more that falls under, I feel like, what we need to save for our kiddos. There's sporting events, school events, back to school things, of course, and then if they need new clothes. Right now, my oldest one is the one that's going to be needing new clothes. My youngest one is just getting hand-me-downs for now from my older one. So I just feel like just leaving it as a kid's sinking fund would be a better budget category for us. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to go in order here. So house down payments, I'm going to transfer over $75 in here. I'm going to go to transfer money, and then transfer from, make sure I put it the right one, Capital One 360, house down payment, and I believe it was $75 that we're putting in there. So transfer that. I'm also going to be showing you guys an updated savings tracker that I made that makes a little bit more sense to me and better way to track, I feel like. And then for the kiddos, it's gonna be, I believe it was $100. Yeah, so house fund, we did 75 and just added on there so I know I did it. And then kids is going to get $100. So from our checking account to our kiddos, and it's gonna get $100. And just in case you guys are wondering if we're going to use our Capital One 360 debit card, well, most likely not. I'm just going to leave it as like a transfer only purposes, I guess, from our Wells Fargo checking account to our Capital One 360, and just really using it to transfer over to our savings. No fun and events. I feel like this one, no. The next one is for myself. Just gonna go scroll down here. So right now with my own allowance, I've been debating back and forth on what I want to get with it. I've been saving for something, and yeah, just when it comes time to buying it, I'm like, well, do I really need it right now? But yeah, we'll see what happens with what I decide to spend my money on, my personal allowance money. So transferring over 25. And then, so I did 25 for me, kids 100. And then Christmas, I was also reevaluating our savings and making sure that we're still on track to achieve our goals. And the only one that I'm really worried about is our travel fund because our vacation that's coming up in September, we're going to a wedding in September, and the prices from the last time I, did my research like last year, the prices has just gone up, and um, yeah, especially with the car rentals. The car rental, everyone's been telling me too that it's the prices have been going up, and people aren't even able to rent a car right now in Hawaii. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so Christmas 70. Cool. We're for sure on track to have our Christmas savings fully funded by, I think it was October, November that I wanted it fully funded by. So, last one is going to be travel. And this one isn't any really for a specific trip. Right now, it's just really for Hawaii. But I do plan on using this for, we do road trips. Usually before COVID, we used to do road trips a lot to San Jose to visit my mom. And I think we're going to use that again. So we'll see if I might need to actually adjust that too. And then we also want to start going camping and stuff too. So that's what it's going to be used for. So 180. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer that over. Success. Okay, so I believe that's it. So 180 and 70 here. So now I'm going to go ahead and just update these into our savings tracker. And this is how it looks. I think the last time you saw mine is maybe when, oh shoot, the last savings tracker you probably saw from me is this one right here. And it just wasn't working out. I did like the layout with like what we saved from paycheck number 1 and paycheck number 2 for the month, but I wanted to be able to track what we were using as well. And I've been able to do that with this one. So this took me a while to build, to just get it to however I want it to be, and what works for how I want to track it. So I've added everything on there, and the ones that you guys see in red are the amounts that we used. So this came out of the savings account and into our budget or our checking account to use. So, and everything gets auto populated here. So this is a current balance or a reflection, a true reflection of what our current balance is. And I try to make sure every month that it does add up. I even add the interest that gets accrued every month as well on there. And that'll show up here. So let's go to emergencies. I will add all of these interest payments on there as well because it does add up, which is awesome. So, yeah, so for June, since I know that I'm not going to be transferring over money, or at least I don't think I will be, because the next paycheck amount, I want everything to go into our house fund. I'm going to go ahead and update our savings tracker for everything else. So, so we did travel 180. Christmas was 70. House fund was 75, I think. Yeah. Nothing in fun events. Kids was 100. Myself was 25. I feel like I'm missing something. No, it's 450. Okay. And everything should be added up into here. So if we go to kids, it says 175.84, and that's what it should be. If not, I'm going to go back and figure out why. So it says 175.86, and it's off by 2 cents. It's probably an interest payment thing. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in later, but I like to check and make sure that everything kind of adds up just fine. So yeah, that is our savings account or our annual savings tracker. I think I was making notes over here. So, oh, this one I just put savings buckets into Capital One 360, and I closed all of our Wells Fargo savings accounts. And then here, this was for May, opened up our 360 checking to use Zelle for quicker transfers. So anyways, you guys, that is pretty much it for this video. I really hope that these types of videos are helpful or motivating for you guys, especially when it comes to saving and breaking down all the different things that happen in your life. I feel like it does make things a little bit easier spending wise, so you're not spending on just miscellaneous things, it actually does have a purpose. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Have a good one, guys.